Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mac Lamore. This is my music. And
guys, you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. There's some problems going on with the Chibusia Minions roster. Apparently, one of the players has been kicked out of the LAN center he was at, or where he's playing, and he now is on his way home, which is going to take approximately, I think they said 20 to 30 minutes. Now the thing is, it's not going to have to wait that long. Chibusia Minions are trying to discuss and find their stand-ins to play for them. And they're discussing with tournament admins right now, so we shouldn't be too offline for too much longer. I'm just going to play some music for you guys. It's pretty good music if I do say so myself. So, yeah. Enjoy, and hopefully we'll be playing very soon.
this is for my soldiers. Not my soldiers who chose to be soldiers, but the soldiers that were forced to be soldiers. Now what's the trouble? You scared of being a human? If truth is a tool, I double dare you to use it. Hit the booth and I'm well aware of what I'm doing. If I confuse you with the humor, I'm preparing them for the movement. I've been alive before, and every person's got a purpose. Most don't observe it or know what they're striving towards. Only you can light the torch, cause you won't survive the war if you don't know what the fuck it is you are fighting for. Most of us won't open up and trust the inner source, combined with being tempted to just accept it, but don't twist the message. If you must, I get my support. Sometimes you gotta put on fatigues and get on some left, right, left shit. I work with 80 soldiers who live behind locked doors, forced into a war, an entrance with no exit. Before they can grow up, the system takes these soldiers, arming them with crack and guns, in essence, defenseless. Yep, my man rapping, charismatic and handsome. In his own words, 21st century panther. 13 years old, gets into a fight, decided to steal the kid's bike. Cops come and he ends up in handcuffs. 2 months in and now he's caught in the trap. Got out, got caught with a gat and crack. Now what do these people think? Juvenile life like that. He grew up in a room with a mat, and he'll be released on the day he can legally drink. Now tell me, what's the matter with this picture? I wish it was a dream, but it seems too vivid. There's blood on these streets, I can't see whose is it. I should probably mind my business. I said, tell me, what's the matter with this picture? I wish it was a dream, but it seems too vivid. There's blood on these streets, I can't see whose is it. America wants me to mind my business. Now if you contain anything in a cage, its natural tendency is going to try to be escape, right? When these kids get out of the gates and they face life, if you raise them as a criminal, what do you estimate they'll behave like? The ratio is 80-something% of kids that get locked up again or go straight to the pen, and that's strange, right? It's a snowball effect, and they want to see you again so they can make sure that America remains white. Yep. Oh no, I'm back on that race shit. But most of the neighborhoods are like cages, they're trying to escape it. If the American dream's to make it, then it's obviously blatant. If you're left with nothing, what do? Take it. Attempted murder was the case. A man got beat up, stomped in his face. Asked George Bush what you do when you're attacked. His boy went and let it spray, hit one of them in the leg. Now George, you can relate. Remember Iraq? Or was it Afghanistan? It's the same funny. Proving sometimes you gotta take something to make money. My man's homie snitched and said that he planned to hit, and he'll be out when he's 46. Now ain't the game something? The soldiers follow the same orders. The generals are Crips, folks in south of the border. Rectangles and Bloods. Now is it a kid with a gun or the system that he lives in that has this disorder? If there's a fiend on the block, somebody's serving them. If there's a team with a Glock, there's a cop looking to turn them in. If you have something I want, there's somebody murdering since 1492. Where the fuck you think we learned it from? Tell me, what's the matter with this picture? I wish it was a dream, but it seems too vivid. There's blood on these streets, I can't see whose is it. I should probably mind my business. I said, tell me, what's the matter with this picture? I wish it was a dream, but it seems too vivid. There's blood on these streets, I can't see whose is it. America wants me to mind my business. Green Hill and Maple Lane. You guys know what it is. Keep your head up. It's easy for me to say, but even though you're incarcerated, they can never incarcerate your mind. Gateways. Anybody out there that strives to make a difference, I truly admire you to the utmost. But we are at a war right now, and it doesn't even look like a war. And I'm not talking about the war in Iraq, I'm talking about the war right here in America. Cause don't get it twisted, most of the soldiers in this country never enlisted. And we need people. We need soldiers to combat this war. Cause it's not gonna be fought in the protests. What we need is people that actually get involved. They can educate, get their hands dirty, get in the institute and make a difference from the inside out. That's what we need to fight this war. And believe me, it's killing us. 2005. Let's go.
I think we're getting some progress here, boys. The CEVO admins are finally announcing what's about to happen. So
Yeah.
I'll let you know when we're about to go on. But is this music awesome? Like, it's just so awesome.
Bring my drums in, bring my drums in, I bring my drums in, I bring my drums in. Nod your head, come on, I'll nod your head. I'm gonna do me, check it, yo. We all know that life can get hectic, but if you live in the second, you exist in the present, and that's how you stay connected. The good times and hardships, if you learn to just accept it and know that every struggle in life is there to teach you a lesson. It's times like this that make you. It's always the darkest part of the night right before the sun has its breakthrough. The spirit's there to knock you down, but if you make that the end, you'll never know the beauty of being able to stand up again and face it. With patience, the basis is dealing with judgments and hatred, depressed, hopeless feelings. But I've been told that you only create your own ceiling, and life is limitless, and knowing this is what the spirit is. That's why I try and inhale deep, so I can find peace, in essence just find me. That's why I lose myself in these beats as I become one with the drum and set myself free. Whatever direction life leads me, there's a purpose behind it, that's the way it was supposed to be. At any time you could turn over a new leaf. We all know the truth, it's up to us to use the key. It's been 3 years since my first album dropped, and it's been fear that's really got me stuck in the spot, not wanting to put out anything whack. So instead of putting my licks on tracks, I put my lips to a sack. Cause it's easier to spend your life drunk and high on drugs than to put everything in the recording, put it out and then get judged. We look for the audience to put their hands up and show love, but when their hands good and our confidence really takes the plunge. So instead of making music that people might not like, I went into isolation, traded in my mic for the pipe. Started living the college life, drinking and smoking every day, rationalizing to myself that I was going through a phase. And I'd stop thinking my music would take its place. But when you live in fog, inspiration's hard to create. It takes more to get connected than to quit smoking for a day. And when I get frustrated, I get a swisher and get blown away. Then all of a sudden it hit me, these kids are listening. If I'm not making music, why the fuck am I existing? How can I talk about the problems or something else when I don't have the motivation and confidence to change myself? It's been so long since I really truly felt.
Alright guys, so what's going to happen according to the admin is that they're getting a stand-in, and for the inconvenience to my intent, because it was Chibusia's minions that needed this and had this problem, for the inconvenience, my intent is going for the what's it called? Inconvenience. I'm so tired. For the inconvenience, they are going to be getting Radiant side and first pick. This is the final game of the entire series. It is a best of 5. And like I said, the one game advantage from the winner's bracket, because Chibusia's minions advanced to the winner's bracket without losing a game. They got one game awarded to them, auto win. And then they won another one. And then my intent won 2 in a row. So now we're at a pretty intense point of the series. It's match point. Whoever wins this next game wins the series. We'll be on and live in a second with the gameplay. We are just about wrapping up this stuff going on, so we'll be back.
I had J.O.'s and a pair of zebra pants, but this was the foundation. What would come to be a lifelong passion, journey, and drive. And MC. Some people ask me what it means. I don't know where to start. It's the deepest connection between my soul and my heart. When I first stepped into a cipher at a jam in the park, I got served. No, for real, I got served. But see, I learned something. Observed others and watched and urged hunger. Burst steadier, earned a turn on that block. I don't care who you are, where you from, or what you believe in. But if you love hip-hop, I bet it's more or less for the same reason. This is it. When you spit, you exist in that moment. And if you're sick with that gift, then you rip it. When you perform it, then all the shit that you live begins to lift up your shoulders. And the audience will then get to experience where your soul is. The most amazing feeling rocking the crowd to your anthem. To the front, to the back with their motherfucking hands up. Cause I'm an MC, won't be the first, won't be the last. Just another B-boy and I'ma die in my stand. If you got a pen and a pad, put your heart down. If you got a record and King Crab, lay a scratch down. If you got a marker and a can, bomb your art now. If you got a floor and you're fast, kick that ill style. If you got a pen and a pad, put your heart down. If you got a record and King Crab, lay a scratch down. If you got a marker and a can, bomb the whole damn town. But if you live for hip-hop, don't ever put your hands down. Don't put your hands down. Keep that shit up. We're gonna rock it like this. Do this with me. It goes front, back, front, back, front, back, front. Come on. It goes front, back, front, back. I said front, back. To my people, you know it. It goes front, back, front, back. It goes front, back. Okay, bring it down. Now I don't know if it's the clothes, the hoes, or the cars that makes people rap like they're trapped inside of these bars. This shit ain't complicated, man. Just be who you are. Too busy searching for the light, missing the fact that you're a star. Now who's got passion? Stand the hell up. Cause I wanna hear somebody rapping who's got it inside their cuts. Now you can get intricate displaying your fancy cadences, but if you're not speaking the truth, you might as well not be saying shit. I said, who's gonna teach the kids? You want to blow up and get famous so you can get some new rims? All the money in the world can help you look like a star, but money can't buy you the heart to go and put inside your bars. And I like nice shit too. Believe me, I got a closet full of Nikes and a whole bunch of velour suits. Addicted to white tees and an icy earring like the whole youth population of hip-hop, but look beyond it when I record to these beats. Cause if I don't speak me, what's the difference between my lyrics and what you hear on MTV? People fear that if they're steering away from the mainstream, then their album won't sell. Well, I can give a fuck. I'm just gonna freestyle and spit what's in my gut. And if you want to, you can go and label me conscious, but just remember there's a kid at a bus stop beatboxing whose life will be affected by what's inside of his Walkman. If you got a pen and a pad, put your heart down. If you got a record and King Crab, lay a scratch down. If you got a marker and a can, bomb your art now. If you got a floor and you're fast, kick that ill style. If you got a pen and a pad, put your heart down. If you got a record and King Crab, lay a scratch down. If you got a marker and a can, bomb the whole damn town. But if you live for hip-hop, don't ever put your hands down. Other day, me and XP open for Souls of Mischief. I'm like, yo, let's get on some angry MC showmanship and hit 'em. Rocked all the cocky songs and not too many soulful lyrics. Even a couple dissing women calling them groupies, hoes, and bitches. Got off stage and I'm like, yo, I know that we killed it. Ran into a familiar face, a female who comes in and supports us. I said, peace. She said, wait, let me talk to you for a minute. I know it's none of my business, but I wasn't impressed by your performance. I said, word? Shit, I love feedback and criticism. She said, I miss the passionate spirit, your political vision. Quite honestly, I wasn't offended by those references to women, but you're only continuing society's conditioning. it hit the heart of me. I told her that this was part of me. I stand up for human rights and treat others how I would want to be treated. But every song can't be seeping with freedom, cause the other side of me is sexist and people will feel that I'm preaching everything's peace and love. That's somewhat misleading, because this world is fucked up and I'm a product of what I'm seeing. Not to justify, but just to touch on my being. I learned from these verses in my purpose.
I know you guys love this music, but unfortunately we will be going very, very, very shortly. One of the admins is just getting the stand-in signed up and doing all the proper preparations and paperwork. Quote, quote. I'm doing quotes with my fingers right now. Preparations and whatnot for the stand-in, so we'll be done that preparation and whatnot very shortly. Trust me, guys, this game's going to be worth it. 2-for-2 series. It's all tied up. This is the final game. It's match point. Whoever wins this next one wins the entire CEVO Season 1 Grand Finals. To get you hyped up, I will show you this trailer once more.
Cause I'm just like you, walking that fine line between saying it and living it. Consumption, contradiction, I'm conflicted with being a hypocrite, and through these songs you can witness it. The difference is, I admit this shit, cause I'm just like you, walking that fine line between saying it and living it.
Light it up to burn it down. Light it up to burn it down. Light it up to burn it down, down, down. Light it up to burn.
Listen to Nirvana, smoking marijuana when I was just a... Big ups to my man Uncle Ron for the beat. You know, coaster, it's that T-Dot two-step. All day, all day. Huh, huh. We gon' just tell them how we do it, boy. And my clockwork eyes go well, like it should, and well, he got locked in cold storage, and well, that ain't good. He start thinking about memories. He ball up his fist and bang on up high. All the evil things I've done tear me apart, swallow me alive, and I only hurt somebody well when they deserve it, and I only hurt somebody well when I get nervous. It's a Kurt Cobain shotgun smile, yeah boy, that's what he wants, yes it is, and that's what I got. Thank the good Lord, baby, that Kurt Cobain shotgun smile, smiling boy, that's what he wants, yes it is, and that's what I got. Thank the good Lord, baby, I do. Only no one dance daddy out Charleston on your skull, and these streets streets is filled with matadors who done tamed the bull, and I forgot about heaven, homie, cause it's clear we headed southbound. If I find out where you live, I'ma burn your fucking house down. I'll take my shotgun down to the river, they say I won't get wet. I've seen people burn money, I see money burn people. There's just things I can't forget. It's like Kurt Cobain, shotgun, smile, shotgun, shotgun. That's what he wants. Smiling boys, and that's what I got. Thank the good Lord, baby, I did. Kurt Cobain, shotgun, smile, smiling, smiling. That's what he wants. Yes, it is, darling. That's what I got. Thank the good Lord, baby, I do. Swear to God, Tommy, and I know you done want me. I ain't gonna play by the rules. There's snakes in the grass, there's wolves in the woods, and the garden is filled with fools. I got a good deal worked out downtown. They sell me lies cheaper than truths. If you ever wanna come down and meet my connect, I'd be happy to introduce. And you swore that you swore that you didn't have no gun, but you lied, Kurt, yeah, you lied, Kurt, and you hurt everyone. And you swore that you swore that you didn't have no gun, but you lied, Kurt, yeah, you lied, Kurt, and you hurt everyone. It's like Kurt Cobain, shotgun, smile, shotgun, smile. That's what he wants. Yes, it is. Yes, and that's what I got. Thank the good Lord, baby. Kurt Cobain, shotgun, smile, smiling boy. That's what he wants. Yes, it is. And that's what I got. Thank the good Lord, baby. Yeah, daddy, yeah, daddy, shotgun, daddy, shotgun. Yeah, daddy, shotgun, 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 smile, daddy, yeah, daddy, yeah, daddy, yeah, daddy, yeah, daddy, yeah, daddy, Miss Daddy, for James Brown. Shit, they don't make joints like this no more. It's that funky, man. It's that head nodding shit. I mean, goddamn, I'm about to get crazy. Well, I've been doing this for years, but now things changed. Say, offer me that money, baby. All that money and fame. Yes, they did. I got this whole bag of bricks. Wanna hold this? Darling, that's my shame. You not so reminisce about games we used to play. Then it's gully, that they love me, they might kiss me, they might hug me, but they snakes, baby, they snakes, baby, they fake, and baby, they fakes. Yeah, I represent for my boy on the block. Well, I represent, keep your khakis stuffed in your socks. Well, I represent for my boy on the block. Well, I represent, keep your khakis stuffed in your socks. Come on, come on. Well, I represent, 'cause that's all I got. Yeah, and that's all I got. Yeah, and no, I ain't forgot. Nah, and no, I ain't forgot. Where I come from, come again. Slow down. Don't nod your head too much, you might hurt yourself. Come on, let's do it. 1, 2, 1, 2, a killer crook, body a man. Shit, body for a half a gram. I said, blaze up, daddy, we get high tonight. We gonna get drunk as hell and start up this fight. We gonna roll up, we gonna do it proper. Beat ain't a beat without a kick like soccer. A little itty bit of blood red is understood. Little itty bit of blood red is always good. Keep it in the family, keep it in the hood. Now, yeah, I still got your back, you know it. I represent for my boy on the block. Come on, come on. Will I represent? Keep your khakis stuffed in your socks. Come on, come on. Will I represent for my boy on the block? Come on, come on. Will I represent? Keep and I'll be back soon. Yeah, yeah. Come on, throw them nukes up, let's do it. Come on, baby, now. I'll be back soon. I'll miss you, I'll be back, don't worry. Now, I'll be back soon. Let's do it, yeah. I'll represent for my boy on the block. Come on, I'll represent. You got that family. Let's get it done. Baby got a little problem with the drugs, man.
Hello everybody, I'm Roro Dota and it finally loaded. We finally got into a game, guys. It's best of 5, the score's tied up at 2-2, and well, after some sort of difficulties with their roster, as you could say, Misha is not here anymore, instead it's now Stel R. That's going to be interesting to say during the plays. But regardless, Misha's not here anymore. He got actually kicked out of a LAN center, to my knowledge, where he was. And the computer he had to get to was at his house. So it was like an hour away, and they didn't want to wait for that. So they got a stand-in. They did all this. They went through the proper channels with the admins of CEVO, and they got a stand-in. And so this will be a good game, guys. It is the very last match point, guys, so this should be good. And I was talking to some of the players, and I was telling them how to make up for the wait that they should pick Meepo. So maybe we'll see a Meepo pick up, and if that happens, well, I'm going to be one happy camper, or I guess you could say one happy caster. Let me just check my settings really quick. Brap. I know you guys enjoyed that music though. How great was that music? There were some of you guys who were in there like the entire time we were waiting, and like, props to you. Props to you. Alrighty. So we got the Magnetor and Wisp Bandit for my intent. Incarnate's picking those out of the pool so no one can pick them up. And Batrider Darkseer is going to be banned up by Magic Soap, who is going to be captaining instead of Misha, because Misha's not here, like I said. Next Assassin, Nerubian Assassin, is going to be the first pickup, and that's kind of rare to see nowadays. Ever since his nerf, even though it wasn't that big of a deal, the nerf, he kind of has fallen out of favor, and like I feel like that's a lot, like what really, like it happens a lot with a lot of heroes. I just said a lot of times. For Sven, for example, his cleave got nerfed a little bit, by a little bit of the AoE, as I remember, and he went from like a first pick for a carry to very situational. And even though it really wasn't anything at all to be nerfing him with, like, people just stopped playing him. And I guess when a nerf like that happens, it's just kind of an indicator. It's like, okay, this hero's overplayed, we know how to counter him now, Let's stop playing him because we know how to counter him, and other people know how to counter him, not because he got nerfed. That's why I think it's like that. Anyways, enough about that spiel. Cuddle and Shadow Demon will be picked up, so that is going to be kind of a deterrence to picking up the Nakes, the Lifestealer, in the eyes of Magic Soap and his team Chibusia's minions. Because of the Demonic Purge, and because of the lockdown that Shadow Demon has on Nakes, and how easy it is to kite, and we've seen that in a few games actually this evening, just how easy Shadow Demon can just avoid the Nakes and his right clicks, and pretty much he's just useless. So Nyx Assassin, Gyrocopter, and Lone Druid are all going to be in the same lineup, and I find that pretty interesting because in the past weeks, every single one of these heroes has been first pick, quote unquote, first tier material, and seeing them all in the lineup like this is very interesting. So Shadow Demon has been taken. I was thinking it would deter the pick from my intent to get that Nakes, but instead Lifestealer is getting picked up by Magic Soap. He will be doing quite a bit of damage to the Syllabear, of course, because he's that huge HP pool. But Nakes is not going to have a very good time up against the Nerubian Assassin and his spiked Carapace. Even though it was nerfed, it's still going to be kind of a bother to Lifestealer. He's going to get stunned up, and then he's going to get kited, and that's something you don't want to happen to your Lifestealer at all. So we're waiting on our second set of bans now. PL is going to be banned out right away, and maybe Incarnate's thinking that this is going to be, you know, a solo safe lane Lifestealer or a aggressive tri-lane Lifestealer and then a solo safe lane PL, because that is possible, and I have seen it before. And it's more successful than you would think it would be. The whole quote-unquote meta of throwing an aggressive tri-lane up and then having a solo safe laner just farming, it's becoming more and more popular, and I think it's very interesting. It's a great way of doing things, and it's a greedy way of doing things. It's like, instead of having one carry, it's like, alright, I'll have the ability to shut down the enemy carry's farm in the tri-lane, aggressive tri-lane, and I can also guarantee myself safe lane farm. So Dirge is going to be banned out as well, and I actually miss seeing Dirge played. Like, a good Undying player is just so fun to watch, because you pretty much see the enemies in the tri-lane have like negative 33 HP at like all points in the laning phase, just because the decays just get thrown out so often and so accurately that it picks off every single of one of that hero's HP and strength. So Puck's going to be banned out, mostly because Magic Soap and his crew, Chibusia's minions, need a mid-hero, and Puck could fit into the offlane solo role as well, and then Jakiro's going to be banned out just because Jakiro mixed in with the Nerubian Assassin is such a lethal combination. Those two long-range stuns, both of them do damage. Even though the nerf on Jakiro has reduced his Ice Path damage a little bit, still a very, very, very practical spell, and very applicable to a lot of situations. Like I was talking about, I think it was game 2, with the Shadow Demon Jakiro roaming combination, that duo really wreaked a lot of havoc, and it got a lot of kills and pickups. I know from experience even that Shadow Demon Jakiro is such a great combination even for roaming, just because the range on both the spells is so long, and if you land a disruption, it's a guaranteed Ice Path into a follow-up from whatever lane you're ganking. So that's such a great combination, and if you guys are looking to some roaming duos that you want to try out, you know, opposed to the normal Shadow Demon Lina, Shadow Demon Leshrac, Rubik, Leshrac, you know, try out Shadow Demon Jakiro. It's a lot stronger than you think, and you also get the team fight and scalability coming up from Jakiro. I really sound like an advertisement, don't I? Try out Jakiro now, free of charge. Like, I just switched up accents like 6 times, whatever. No one heard that. So Weaver's gonna be banned out. Magic Soap's like, dang it, I wanted a Weaver. And I think it was Magic Soap that was playing the Weaver the previous game. He didn't do too well. It got shut down because I was talking about how Weaver isn't a very good solo offlaner, and I still stick by my word. I don't think he is. Good Undying player. So now we'll see Bane banned out, simply because the Lifestealer doesn't like Bane and Bane doesn't like Lifestealer. Good ban out to avoid the lockdown of that, but there is a Rubik and there is the roots of Lone Druid, and not to mention the call down slow from Gyro. So I don't know why I mentioned Rubik in there, but it's kind of a way of mentioning the lockdown plus the pickup. Okay, so we got the, I'm assuming that's Alright, so we have the tri lane down, we have the solo suicide lane down, or we have the solo laner. I guess you could do the solo safe lane too. All that is really needed for Incarnate is the mid lane now, unless it's going to be a mid gyro, in which case the carry is really necessary at this point. So Clockwork's going to be picked up, and Clockwork is a fairly good pickup in this case, simply because it gives a lot of, and this is why I would pick Clockwork really in any situation. It's just for the chaos he can really wreak. Yeah, really. Where's the Drow pick and the Tuskar pick? But yeah, the havoc that Clockwork can really just wreak with his hookshot in and his cogs, it's too much for a lot of teams to handle, and especially when they're teamfight based. The only AoE in teamfight Mindtent really has at this point is their gyrocopter call down. So what's going to happen is, if the call down happens, and okay, well, as I say it, of course, just an amazing teamfight hero gets picked up, and I'm actually excited to see the Warlock played. I'm assuming it's going to be Chicken MC playing the Warlock mid. Regardless, though, whoever's hands it in, whoever's hands it is in, is going to be played very well. So, Clockwork, that is the suicide laner. This is tri-lane setup as well. So now we're looking at the mid laner. So it is Warlock mid, and now we're going to be seeing who the Warlock is going to be playing up against.
5 seconds remaining.
It should be interesting to see. Sorry guys, just give me a second here. Gotta check on my stream. Alright, there we are. And as a return, Magic Stope is still yet to pick up. Okay, well, there we go, Storm Spirit. That's going to be giving a lot of gank ability, and especially if there's a Nake's Bomb within the Storm Spirit, well, that's going to be a lot of havoc that they can really wreak. Lone Druid is typically a really hard hero to gank, but if there's a Storm Spirit that jumps in, has the Overload, and has the Electric Vortex with a Nake's inside of him, who can open wounds and essentially eat him alive, well, that Silbear is going to go down very, very quickly. So that Silbear needs to get his level 6 up right away. Well, I guess in the same sense, getting that ultimate up in the as soon as possible is kind of bad because he has the extra HP. So I'm not too sure. I guess you could always just not go for the ultimate and then kite the Lifestealer, or at least, you know, be up to par with his speed. But if you have the Tranquil Boots up, it's assumed you will be faster than the Lifestealer. So we'll see. The stand-in Stella R will be playing on Nakes for Chibusia's minions. J&T up on Clockwork, of course. Chibusia playing Cuddle, the support role, and Magic Soap up on the Sentry carrying Shadow Demon. Extravagant is going to be playing our Storm Spirit. And we're going to see how many people roam. We're going to see 1, 2, and this courier, man, it's just so cute. I can't even look at it anymore. Like, I just want to squeeze it. I just want to hug it and squeeze it to death. Is that messed up? Of course it is. So Jamie does is going to be playing up on Nerubian Assassin. And Lopert is going to be playing the Rubert. Lopert the Rubert. And Incarnate, of course, playing the carry role. Chicken MC, as I assumed would. Is going to be playing the Warlock mid, and I think he's going to be getting the Shadow Ward, so he doesn't really need the regen until he gets his bottle. Or he's just being ballsy and is like, screw bottles, man, I don't need a friggin' bottle, and he's just going to go mid without a bottle. Or tangos, I mean. Screw tango, you see it.
I see.
Early Roche? Nope, they can't really go for an early Roche, so I guess they're just baiting it.
Wonderful. What
Being like, hey, we're going for early Roche, come kill us, and then they're going to turn around and kill everyone. So we got the Orbit up on his bear, and I really like watching Orbit play, and oh, he didn't go for his double stout shield this game. God dang it, Orbit. God dang it. Gosh darn it. Jamie Duh.
This is it.
He's just chilling right now with his observer. He's going to go over to Ward somewhere. And Lopert, he's in the front here. I don't know why. Oh, Lopert. You Ruberts. That's kind of a scumbaggy move, but that was kind of funny. So now we're going to be seeing the pull coming out from the Silbear's little wee bear friend. Stella R is just going to be trying to harass him down a bit, preventing this pull, but it's not going to work. He will get the free pull free experience, and this means a lot of damage. It's going to be pushing into the tower of Stella R and the the Dire crew. And this is a Syllabear, so you don't want to be giving him extra damage on the tower. He's going to eat it alive regardless. So it is going to be a safe lane solo Nakes, like I assumed it would be, but the question is, who's in this tri-lane? It's a Clockwork in this tri-lane. This is going to be a pretty strong tri-lane with the Clockwork, with the Disruption and the Caudal Blast. Of course, JNT is going to be the one that's prioritized farm, and he does have a Stout Shield. But Incarnate, there's so much damage to him, just even still. There's some dewarding going on from Magic Soap. The pull has been blocked, it looks like. And most of the time, it doesn't even matter if the pull's blocked. If you have the... And we're going to see a Levitation going up. JNT is going to cog out just prematurely, but he's still going to get impaled. Caudal Blast is going to fall as well. There's defensive disruption, and it's going to hold him in place just for a little bit of time, and the Rocket Barrage is going to aggro to the Illusions, not doing very much damage at all. And altogether, that's just a waste of a lot of people's mana. Another pull coming up from the Bear. No double Stout Shield this time, as I said. Chicken MC prioritizing that Shadow Ward against Extravagant, who is prioritizing the Overload and the Static Remnant. Yes, I always forget the Storm Spirit names. God dang it. Alright, so let's take a look at our stats so far. We have 7 for 1 up on Storm Spirit. 2 minutes in, that's not bad at all. 5 for 5. Chicken MC is just denying like a friggin' denier, and he's sitting at mid lane right now with his bottle up, and Extravagant is eating a lot of Shadow Word harassment. Meanwhile, his bottle's coming in on Courier as well. Did I mention that Courier is really cute? Lopart, Magic Soap, having a little support battle, and he's going to call in Chibusia for backup, for extra support. JNT, he's farming it up still. Trying to, at least, as the creep wave pushes in, and meanwhile, top lane, this bear is getting a little bit low, but so is Stella R. And only level 2 bear, no entangle up just yet. As soon as it is up though, the Nakes is gonna have a really difficult time. I mean, he can feast off the bear, but the entangle will go through his rage. There's Shadow Demon Disruption. Lopart's gonna get caught, and there's the rocket going out as well as the impale. Cog's gonna push everyone away instead of keeping them inside the cogs, and the tree's gonna block him right out as well. And there's some more dewarding wars going on, and it's going to be Lopart who gets it. There's the Rocket Barrage aggroing to JNT, and JNT decides just to back off. There's too much damage. He didn't bargain for this. Sorry guys, let me just fix my sound settings really quickly. Make sure you can hear everything that's happening. Alright, there we are. Alright. Caudal Blast is going to fall as well. There's defensive disrupt. Meanwhile, top lane, Stella R is just farming. He has his boots up. In orbit, he has his Orb of Venom. I'm not too sure what he's going for. It looks like he might be going for a Hand of Midas, but then again, it might just be the boots that he has a little bit of extra money on. And the ping's coming out for this camp. And as I was saying before, if a camp is blocked at a tri-lane versus tri-lane, it usually doesn't matter, because whoever's winning the tri-lane will end up controlling this area anyway, if you understand what I'm saying. So it typically doesn't matter. It's usually a waste of 150 gold. I wouldn't say waste, but it's not worth it. It's not worth its weight. Stella R, he's just bloody and covered in friggin' Orb of Venom stuff, and Entangle is up, so Stella has to be careful. If he gets entangled even once, this could be the end of him. And Stella can just stand back and throw his friggin' ranged attacks out. There's sickles. So it's 18 for 1 on the Syllabear. He's leading in the last hit department. Meanwhile, it's okay, yeah. Meanwhile it is Nakes up against the Syllabear, who has, you know what? I'd say just about even farm with the Storm Spirit, who is mid, and first blood's gonna be spilled mid, and I missed it. Dang it! Crap. I haven't missed first blood in a while, and I missed it this time. On the grand finals, this is the grand finals, guys. Very last game. 2 for 2 is a series, the best of 5 game, and sorry about the delay at the beginning as well. There was a stand-in problem. Chibusia's minions, their carry player, Misha, he got kicked out of the LAN cafe which he was at, and they needed a stand-in, so they had to go through all the paperwork, and Storm Spirit's going to pull in Chicken MC, but he can't really do too much at this point. He's Fatal Bond up, and he has the DOT on him. There's the Overload as well, and that's a sick courier. And there's the Warlock that's going to pop, and that's very much worth it just to get the extra kill on Extravagant. And this is something I really like that some players do, is they know when to solo ult and when not to. Even though this is like one of the highest cooldowns in the game, if you're going to use it 5 minutes and 40 seconds in to get your second kill on the opposing mid player, it's totally worth it. That's like solo ravaging at 5 minutes to get a kill. It's worth it. However, if this was later on in the game and you're solo ravaging or solo locking just for one kill, then you really need to think about your priorities and think them over a little bit. Bottom lane, there's going to be Colors popping off this Rocket Barrage as well, doing a lot of damage to GNT. Amanda is draining from Incarnate, just a Cauda Blast as well as the Spike Carapace, Impale as well. And there's the Rocket, it's going to go in on JNT. Will it kill him? I think it will. He's going to go down, and meanwhile, Disruption Illusions are going in on Lopert. Lopert the Rupert. Shadow Poison as well, bring him down a little bit more. And everyone's really low, and it's 3-0 as of now for my intent. Extravagant mid lane. He's trying to catch up. He's 18 for 2 up against the Warlock, 25 for 13. He's level 5 and Warlock's level 8. Extravagant's just about to pop level 5 or 6, sorry. And and Chicken MC is level 8. I've said this before, I'll say it again. Sorry, just give me a second here. Disruption's gonna pop, and is there gonna be Impale or anything follow up at all? Yes, there will be. Cogs are in, and oh my god, Incarnate will just melt. I'm not too sure how that even happened. He had the Rocket Barrage turned on as well, and JMT was right beside him. But regardless, he's gonna fall, and that's gonna be the first kill going towards Chibusia's minions. As I was saying, the level difference. To get out-leveled even by half a level, mid lane, where it's supposed to be completely even and fair and everything's supposed to be, you know, very common ground, that's kind of a big deal. To get out-leveled by 3 levels is a completely different matter altogether. That means you're just getting destroyed mid. Okay, well, 2 levels, sorry. I don't know where I got 3 from, but he's taking a lot of damage. You can just tell how much damage he takes. And Warlock has naturally very high base damage. And he is relatively tanky for an intelligence hero. You know, Orbit top lane, he isn't going to opt for the Midas. And he hasn't been going for the Midas at all today for the games he's been playing as Syllabear. He has the phase boots up as well as the Orb of Venom, which is going to allow him to chase down the enemies. And mid lane, Fatal Bonds looks like is what's going to pick off Storm Spirit. And where's Nakes at? Nakes is not getting very much farm at all. Looks like he's building into what looks like either treads or phase boots. I'm assuming it's going to be treads with the beginning of an armlet, but I don't know. It looks like he just changed his mind halfway through. Regardless, though, he can always use it building towards the armlet.
I feel like a broken record.
And very smartly so, he's going to start jungling. Stellar, the stand-in for Chibusia's mains at this point. He's 26 for 4, not doing too bad for himself, but he's nowhere near 45 for 5 on Orbit or 33 for 14 on Chicken MC. Some counter pushing going on, and Chibusia just barely grazing the chinny chin chin of Chicken MC mid lane here. Pink's coming out from Shadow Demon. It looks like he's telling Stella to do something, maybe to venture down to the bottom lane and get the farm. Yeah, it looks like they're just going to swap lanes. Smartly so, but at the same time, Orbit has 3 levels now on the Clockwork. And Stella is level 7 up against a... Okay, well, I guess it kind of evens out. He's level advantage as well. He didn't get very much farm top lane, but he did sap a lot of experience from the solo. The Disruption's going to pop, and here comes the open wounds. Impale's going to miss, actually. Here comes the big damage as well, coming from the Nakes and the Cauda Blast. Rubik's going to come in through the back, but he can't really do much. There's Infest to get the extra HP, and the Rocket Flare is going to be a little bit too late. There's the pickup as well, and here comes Chicken MC doing so much. There's the lock, and it's going to catch Chibusia, and there's a lot of damage coming out, and it might actually be the death of Shadow Demon as well, coming in through the back. And Stella, oh my god, three of them are just getting soloed up by Chicken MC at this point. Here comes in the Rocket Flare, and that's 2 down. 2 supports just getting dropped off by my intent, just picking them off so fast. Nice rotation coming in from Chicken MC. Mistimed the Warlock ultimate a little bit, but it worked out in the end. I think it was just his idea and intention to just, you know, get it off as fast as possible, get that burn damage, and just do damage to everybody around him, which is essentially what he did. Even the Nakes. He got some farm and kills bottom lane, but
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And looks like Orbit's gonna be chasing down JNT, and that's a big mistake there. Clockwork's gonna actually trap the bear in with him, and here comes Luckmaster Orbit, like I always call him. Chibusia's gonna get eaten alive right now. Or Willie, the range is too low, and it might actually be the death of J&T and Will, and Orbit's gonna transform to his ulti form, and there comes all the extra HP, but now he doesn't have the range attack, and he's gonna drop, and there goes the bear as well, and he doesn't actually have a resummon. This could be disastrous for Mine 10, actually. For the top lane, Orbit is not gonna have any means to farm. I guess he could sap experience bottom lane with his range, but that's taking away experience and farm from other supports and whatnot that need it more than you do. I mean, he's level 8 compared to the level 5 and level 4 and level 6 of the trial lane. 5, 4, 5, 6. Stella R is trying to catch up with his farm. He's building towards the armlet. 11 minutes in. He just still doesn't have that up yet. Time is ticking down on how effective that will be. Essentially, armlet is a mid-game item, and the longer this takes to get, the less viable and effective it is actually going to be. So we'll see if it is actually helpful or not. And here's the easiest kill of these two's lives on Incarnate, the carry of Mine 10. Yeah, Mercy of the Wind. Yes, I'm Storm Spirit. Of course. And they actually might just go in for this tower here. This could be a good boost towards the incomes of Chibusia's minions. This is actually what they might need. Radiant are about 4 or 5 grand in favor of the gold in favor of them, sorry, and about 3,500 in favor of experience. We see smoke up, and Nyx is gonna be at the front line. Here comes the Impale, or will it? That's gonna be the Vendetta. Actually, that's why I didn't pop. And Extravagant, so much damage going towards him. There's a Cogs in as well, and JT can't hit him, or can he? And there's a Storm Spirit just ulting away. He's getting away for sure. And there's the hook in, and JB is gonna go down. And Chicken MC is getting so much farm and experience right now. He's just snowballing out of control. There's the Warlock ultimate as well, but as it misses, it was actually a defensive disruption that saved the life of Magic Soap just for this small amount of time. He's going to go down regardless, and J&T is going to be just waddling away into the distance. Of J&T and Will, and Orbit's going to transform to his ulti form, and there comes all the extra HP. Stella, he's just chilling right now. He's like, guys, like, I got my armlet. Like, what do I do? And they're like, dude, just kill stuff. And he's like, alright, let's kill stuff. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Infest isn't up yet. It's going to be up in about 4 seconds. And that's when he's going to hop into him. And Chicken MC, this could be a very good kill if they can get it. And they will get it. Chicken MC overstaying his welcome a little bit too much. And that's 2 support TPs coming in right away. A little bit too late just because he got eaten alive. But the fact is that they got TP'd in right away. And look at the Warlock damage. The golden damage. I'm not too sure what he was trying to accomplish here. It's not going to get any HP back as well. It's kind of a waste of Infest. He could have used that to initiate with the Storm Spirit. Extravagant's going to go in. There's the Disruption and the Soul Catcher, and Orbit's just going to back off. His bear is getting a little bit low, and he doesn't have a resummon, so he has to be careful here. His item choice is going to be a wand, and it looks like he might be building towards a Maelstrom. He has enough for the Mithril Hammer now. Mithril Hammer, if that's what he wants right away. Chibusia. J&T. Chibusia loves J&T. And yeah, okay. Extravagant, still working on his boots, and this is really the big problem with Storm Spirits, is before level 6 they can get shut down immensely, and if that happens, this isn't an uncommon sight. Seeing a Storm Spirit with a bottle, a wand, and unfinished treads 14 minutes into the game. Because they literally have no other escape mechanism. It's not like they have... Okay, actually, never mind. He's going to go in on Chicken MC. Chicken MC's taking a lot of damage. There's a call down as well. Chicken MC might get away, or will. He's kiting Stella at this moment, but he still gets the kill. Loper, he's going to go up against Extravagant, or will. Extravagant's almost out of mana. He can't win too much, and Stella's going to try and toggle out of this Magic Soap. Just going to do whatever he can. Shadow Poison's out of the way, and Extravagant, he's going to get the kill up on Rubert. Incarnate, Jamie Daw are just going to run away now. Incarnate, he's going to run for his life, and they're not going to chase. That's 3 down for Mine 10 now. That's 9 for 9. They're tying it up, and there's a big dip now. Big dip, still about 6 grand in favor of the Radiant gold-wise, but there's a big dip there going, yeah, experience-wise, you can even tell. It's about 600, it's about 610 now, experience in favor of Mine 10, and they were about 4,000 at one point, more than 4,000. So they're getting caught up on really quickly, and if this goes late, my money's gonna have to be on Mine 10. But this mid-game lineup coming up from Chibusia's minions is just too much. Mine 10 needs the time and the farm and the gold and whatnot to be effective later on. As of now, and as of mid-game, they can easily get really stomped, I'd say, by this lineup. The initiation with the Nakes Bomb in the Storm Spirit is just really too much, and the Clockwork, of course, his initiations really help as well. But then again, Chicken MC is building towards his Aghanim Scepter. He's 6 for 2 with 61 CS, 15 minutes. Not too bad for a mid hero. And JNT's going to eat an Impale as well as a Telekinesis and a Fade Bolt. Tries to hook it out of the way. And he probably actually could have done so into his smoked up allies, who, did I mention, they're smoked up and they're about to come in, roll up on these 3 My Intent players. It might be the Bear, actually. The Bear and his Syllabear. That reveal off the smoked up heroes. So it is Warlock that is going to be getting the highest experience from here. I'm going to see initiation. Extravagant's going to pull Chicken MC in. Here he goes. And the ultimate is there. It's going to catch all 3 of them, actually. There's a lot of damage. And that is an Aghanim Scepter ultimate as well. He just got it in time. Curry's going to try and help out as well. He's coming in. And that's 1 for 1 down. Nakes for the Warlock. And Extravagant's getting chased down now by the Warlock. Look at the micro. Look at the micro skills. Look at the micro skills. And they actually will take a tier 2 out of this. So altogether, a good confrontation, a good conflict. And there's another pull in. Magic Soap is going to eat a call down and a Fade Bolt. A little bit unnecessary from Incarnate. But they still get the kill regardless. And Jamie, he's going to be the one going towards the mechanism. Oh, and yeah, there's going to be the Maelstrom like I assumed. I haven't talked about Incarnate very much this game, but he isn't getting very much farm. He's 60 for 9, not too bad. That wouldn't be bad if, like, you know, if you were a role 3 or role 2 player, but he's a role 1 player. He needs to be getting at least that average 50 CS every 10 minutes, and it's about to hit the 20-minute mark, that second 10-minute mark. He should be a lot higher than 63 for 9. He did go up against a really tough tri-lane though, which really can't explain that. But, you know, he needs to be higher than that if he wants to scale out better than Chibusia Minions lineup, because as of now, they're better farmed and they can out-carry him, not just based on their scalability as heroes, but just on their farm as of now, if that makes sense. But then again, it is a bad thing to underestimate a Gyrocopter, especially with that flat cannon and his farming capability. So we'll see what happens with that. We're seeing Pinks come out as well. Chicken MC, he does have the Aghanim Scepter, as I mentioned before. And he's going to get Shadow Word up on the Bear. Give me a second here. And that is an Aghanim Scepter ultimate as well. He just got it in time. Curry's going to try and help out as well. He's coming in, and that's 1 for 1 down. Nakes for the Warlock. And
I don't mean to be
there we go. Made sure my streams are all working and
Dyer's
stuff.
bottom tower is under attack.
Alright, so Stellar's still farming it up. He got his armlet up, and this is when he really needs to be just making kills and stuff. He doesn't need to be farming anymore. I mean, he can always go for some drums or something, you know, that'll help a little bit more, but he needs to be, his priority is to infest Storm. Storm initiates, they kill stuff. That's what they need to be doing right now. And I mean, farming's not the worst thing he could be doing, but you're not going to outcarry a Gyrocopter, Syllabear, Warlock, Nakes, and Rubik. At the very least, he should at least help Extravagant with this tower. And as I say that, looks like My Intent, they're pushing it through the bottom here. Shadow Poison's popping off as well. And here's the Coddle counter push. Not charged up all the way, but the Carapace will really just piss off Chibusia.
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack. Dyer's structures are cunningly fortified.
Fade Bolt as well, and this is really just okay, well, we're seeing Pinks come out on Chicken MC, and he does have the ultimate. If he gets the initiation opportunity, then this is going to be a wipe for My Intent. Easily. And I heard an ultimate just drop, actually. Or what? What was that? That was interesting. That was very interesting. And Extravagant's trying to see what's happening. He's using his remnants to see what's good. And Stella's just going to TP out. He's going to go right up the top. Not too sure if that was the greatest idea or not. Storm did have a TP, so he could have just went with him. And now it's going to be poor Nakes. Stella Nakes up against 5 as his team rolls in through the back. We're going to see a nice initiation. Extravagant's running for his life, and Warlock is he going to throw down the ult. This is the determining factor right now, and yes, he is. He's going to catch 2 of them. Magic Soap's going to go down as well so easily, and in the back end of things, it's going to be 2-for-1 trade-off. Stella's taking a lot of damage as well. Is he going to get rooted? Is he going to get rooted? It doesn't really matter. He's going to go down regardless. He can't toggle through. It's a triple kill for Chicken MC, and it's going to be Extravagant, sorry, just TPing out of here. And if that bear got a root, if Orbit was in range, that would have been extremely problematic, more problematic than it already was. 21 minutes in, Chicken FC 10, 3 for 3, 78 CS, 18 denies, and he's just doing, he's having a great night. He's playing great in every respect.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
So mid lane, it looks like a Ogre Club's up on Extravagant. We'll see what he's going for. Maybe it's a BKB. Maybe it's a BKB. We'll see. We'll see. Take a look at the goal graphs. Now we're seeing, like we had a peak before, and then we had a dip. Now we're going just completely into the direction of my intent. Experience-wise, it's not that big of a deal. It's about 5,000 in favor. Or not 5,000, 500. Sorry, no, it is 5,000. What am I talking about? Okay. So I guess what's happening now is that they understand that my intent's going for Roshan, and they did. Okay, no, that was just an invis room. They didn't smoke up for it. With the bear, this should be relatively easy, and I assume it's going to be going onto Orbit and his Syllabear. Gyrocopter Incarnate doesn't have the best of farm as of now. I mean, he is 93 for 11, but Syllabear is 102 for 8. Gyrocopter does arguably come on a little bit slower than Orbit and his Syllabear does. There's the Static Remnant Vision, and this could be a disaster actually. Jamie Does going to be coming in through the back, and he's so low already. Storm Spirit's going to all in, and he's going to eat a Shadow Word. Incarnate's just going to dip. He's like, I don't want any of this at all. He's running for it. Or is he? He's going to go right back in. Mech Charge is going to pop, and there's the Rocket Barrage as well. Shadow Poison. It's just going to be damaging everyone, just scouting out what's happening. Magic Soap. A little bit of counter-wording wars going on. There's a call down as well. It's only going to hit on Extravagant. There's an Impale. It's going to pick off Clockwork Goblin. There's the initiation and the counter-initiation gone. Chibusia, he's going to drop as well. The Maelstrom damage is just too much. And Extravagant, he's running for his life. He has his ultimate. He should be fine unless he eats a root to the face. And nope, Luckmaster Orbit is not in the office today. He will not get the entangle, but Extravagant, he's kind of been a little bit risky here. He's out of mana, and he's still running around. Yeah, ultimate, or sorry, Incarnate's gonna pick up the. Why did I just say ultimate? That's actually confusing. Incarnate's gonna pick up the Aegis of the Immortal, and I'm not sure he got the last hit, but regardless, Tread's Armlet up on Nakes. And I keep hearing that sound. Okay, that's just Chicken MC. Yeah, I probably should have guessed that. And this is what I was saying. Incarnate's really catching up with the Flat Cannon. I'm not too sure what the exact numbers were that he was at before, but it was not that great, and he's catching up. So Refresher is what Chicken MC is going to be going for. Incarnate, Satanic is what I assume. There's a nice hook in. J&T is going to catch Incarnate, but there's so much damage. Shadow Demon's Disruption is defensive. There's the Warlock call down. Or sorry, there's the call down and the Warlock ultimate as well, catching everyone. That's 2 down. That's going to be 3 down. Or Storm Spirit's pulling him in. That's going to be the death of Lopard, actually. Rupert just dies. And Stella, what's he going to do? He's going to infest and pop back out. He's going to try and get a kill or 2. And everyone's getting really low, actually. Extravagant's taking a lot of damage as well. And that's going to be 4 down. 4 Chibusia's minions, 3 down for mine 10, and the 2 that are alive are the ones that matter. That's going to be the 2 carries, and actually never mind, it's Extravagant coming in just to pop the Aegis, and he's going to dip. Or is he? He could, I guess, dodge the rocket with his ultimate, but that's going to be kind of tricky. It's going to be Rax.
If you're just tuning in, Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
So we're sitting in A little bit of a difference for gold, and just a little bit of a difference for experience.
Here I am.
Extravagant, this is what I'm saying. If you have no escape mechanism, if you take the escape mechanism away from a Storm Spirit, he can't do anything. There's a nice call down, actually, it's going to catch 2, and that's so much damage. And Shadow Damage is going to mount, as well as JNT. One more hit. No, he's going to hook away, and that was a nice hook, actually, because I think he was just barely in range. Orbit was barely in range for this Spirit Bear to do more damage. And Basher's going to be the item of choice for Syllabear. Let's take a look at GPM at 470. I think Warlock has been on top of the charts for GPM and XPM for the entire game. He's building towards his Refresher Orb. And remember, okay, well, BKB is not coming up. Incarnate's just about finished it. And remember that the Aegis did pop because of Extravagant being a sly little sneaky beaver. I'm not too sure what the exact numbers were that he was at before, but it was not that great. And hey, Stroon is here. Go on, son, takes
Dire's
it.
bottom tower is under attack.
Pink's coming out. Not too sure why. Okay, I'm just gonna farm it up, I guess. Okay, BKB is now up. They're not gonna want to fight without this. I assume he's just gonna sell off his TP, but we'll see. We'll see. Because at this point, he doesn't really need his TP. They've all their towers up, and Chibusia's minions, let's say even if they wipe them, they're only going to get to about here. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're not going to have to push any further than that. And they have racks already, so even pushing down the mid lane will be hard, and the other lanes are all really, really pushed out anyway. Well, I guess mid lane is as well. So Basher is up now. That's a lot of disable. You have the root and the bash chance from Syllabear. And what I actually did, I want to share this with you guys. The other day I was playing Syllabear and I was playing offlane solo, and I had a really, really bad game. I got shut down hard. They were like stopping my pulls and stuff with my bear. So I ended up just getting Armlet. A Spirit Booster is at the Mana one. I put that on my bear and I got Mask of Madness. And I had Phase Boots and I was just running around with Mask of Madness on. And GG's actually called while I was telling you that story. So the winners of Season 1, CEVO's Grand Finals, are My Intent. Congratulations to them, great game. I have to say, players of the night. We're just seeing mass spawn. There's 4 Warlock golems up in there, up in the hood. Just killing everything. And then he's channeling his ult as well. This is when you know a game is over, when you just dive with your entire team. So I guess now we're all just going to see a bunch of fighting and stuff, happenings and stuff. So great play. I would have to say Orbit and Chicken MC both extremely well. Everyone played well, even on Chibusia minion side. They only lost by 1 game. It's just 3 for 2 now. It's best of 5, 3 for 2. Like everyone really played really well. Misha especially, he had to go. He was the guy that got kicked off of the Landsatter's computer, and he had to go. That's why they had to get a stand-in. That's why there was the delay. But
Dire's middle tower is under an extraordinary amount of stress.
fake GG? It's question mark. It said that with kind of like an accent, like, is a fake a GG? Is it how do you see? And to the guy asking in chat about whether this is like Canadian teams, yeah, they're both Canadian. I know my intent went to ETS, if you know what that is, if you're Canadian. They went to ETS, they did fairly well there, I think. I think they actually might have won that, not too sure. Chicken MC, he's just gonna man up against JNT. And JNT's gonna be victorious. And how funny would it be if they literally just turned around and like just went in and GG pushed it and won? Like, how hilarious would that be? I think that would be pretty hilarious. I don't know if that's just me. Kind of BM. Kind of bad manners? Is that what that means?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And then Incarnate, he's just like, kind of bad manners for fake GG. And then the rest of his team just scum him out. Space Ghost. There's a delay on this stream. What is your proposition? In chat.
Sorry, I just noticed that Dyer's bottom tower is under attack. I don't mean to be alarmist.
Oh, that's a long Storm Spirit ulti, and he's just gonna catch off Jamie, and he's gonna go down. But oh, Extravagant's gonna barely make it out of here, and is he gonna dodge the missile? No, he's not. 'Cause he's not. You're just not going to. That's just how it is. End of story. Cogs as well, and Loper. Oh, Loper the Rupert got the ball lightnings.
Dyer's middle tower has fallen. Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
So I guess, yeah, okay, it's when the carry calls GG, guys. That's the official new rule. It's when the carry calls GG. That's the real GG.
In a blow to the Dyer, their bottom tower has fallen.
And this slow is just the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like, Warlock having Refresher up, Agadums, and Mana Boots, that's it. And the DCs are finally coming out. So it was a great playoff season, guys. Check out CEVO.com for the Season 2 details. I'm not too sure if you can still sign up. I think you might be able to. Check them out. Regardless, give the website a view. There's other games and stuff you can take a look at. And we also have some forums there. So thanks for tuning in, guys. This is the last game. Mind 10's going to be victorious, and they are going to... What the heck? Just double go scepters.
When the Radiant seized their victory.
So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Check out my stream at twitch.tv/RoroDota if you're not already watching here. YouTube.com/TheWalrusCollective is where you can find my VODs. So thanks for watching, guys. I want to thank every single one of you for tuning in, and I want to thank CEVO for having such an awesome tournament. Like I said, check out CEVO.com right now. Right now, man. It's where you can find out Season 2 information if you want to sign up, be involved with some of these awesome teams and awesome administrators. So thanks, guys.